let go.
Never let go.
Never let go.
Heaven is here within our
Life's been hard on you boys since the world ended. But remember, one touch without a rope on is all it takes. We're the world now.
Heaven is here.
Never Let Go is an intense thriller that follows the story of a mother named Lisa.
Never let go.
Say it.
Never let go.
Who experiences the unimaginable while on vacation. Her child is suddenly kidnapped, setting off a frantic and heart-pounding chase. Lisa takes matters into her own hands as she relentlessly pursues the kidnappers across foreign
Life's
territory.
been hard on you boys since the world ended.
The film showcases her transformation from a tourist to a fierce, determined fighter, stopping at nothing to get her child back. With twists and turns at every corner, Never Let Go dives deep into themes of maternal instinct, survival, and justice. The relentless pace and Lisa's emotional journey keep audiences on the edge of their seats as she faces dangers far beyond her worst fears. Will she succeed in saving her child before it's too late?
The juice is loose. Bang.
Beetlejuice. The mischievous ghost with the most is back in Tim's magical creation. In the new Beetlejuice film, the spooky, eccentric ghost, played once again by Michael Keaton, returns to wreak havoc in the afterlife and the mortal world. But this time, things are even weirder, wilder, and of course, more chaotic.
When you're all driving carpool and banging your Pilates instructors to fill the empty voids in your life, we'll see who gets the last laugh.
The film picks up years after the original with Lydia Dietz, played by the iconic Winona Ryder, now grown up. She's still goth, still dark, and of course still in touch with the supernatural. This time around, Lydia's daughter gets tangled up in the creepy adventures, pulling her into Beetlejuice's unpredictable world.
Recognize this post. Never seen that chick before in my life. Or after. Bob, you... Now's my chance.
The signature Tim Burton style is stronger than ever. Expect dark, twisted humor, surreal landscapes, and wonderfully bizarre characters. With new cast members joining the fun, such as Jenna Ortega in the role of Lydia's daughter, the film introduces a new generation to the madness of the netherworld. Tim Burton, known for his visionary work on films like Edward Scissorhands and The Nightmare Before Christmas, infuses Beetlejuice with the same blend of the macabre and whimsical.
You need to help me save my daughter.
One of the highlights of the film is the return of Beetlejuice's chaotic antics, with Michael Keaton delivering his usual over-the-top performance. From haunting hilarious pranks to his outlandish personality, Keaton reminds us why Beetlejuice remains one of his most beloved roles. Special effects have also taken a step up since the 80s, adding a fresh twist to the bizarre visuals of the netherworld. But as always, Beetlejuice's mischief soon spirals out of control, leading to clashes with other spirits and causing chaos both in the afterlife and the real world. This sequel blends humor, horror, and heart, making it a perfect continuation of the 1988 cult classic.
I'm not going to.
Welcome to the latest chapter of the Jurassic World saga. This thrilling new installment takes the franchise to a whole new level of action, suspense, and dinosaur mayhem. Get ready for an epic adventure as we dive into the storyline, the new and returning characters, and the dinosaurs that make this world so wild. Jurassic World. Rebirth begins with the remnants of the old Jurassic World park having become overrun by nature. Now dinosaurs roam freely in certain parts of the world. The focus shifts to a new generation of scientists who believe that humanity can peacefully coexist with these prehistoric creatures. They establish a new research facility aimed at studying the dinosaurs and their natural behaviors. However, things quickly spiral out of control when a new species of genetically engineered dinosaurs is accidentally released, threatening both the human and dino populations. Our main characters include Dr. Emma Carter, a brilliant geneticist with a deep passion for preserving dinosaurs in their natural habitat, and Jack Reynolds, a former park ranger who has returned to help contain the growing threat. Returning fan favorites Owen Grady and Claire Dearing also join the team, bringing their expertise in dinosaur behavior and survival tactics. Together, they must stop the impending chaos before it's too late. Along the way, alliances are tested, and secrets from the past emerge that could change the future of dinosaurs forever. Jurassic World. Rebirth brings epic action, stunning visuals, and thrilling dinosaur encounters. The film explores the consequences of humans coexisting with prehistoric creatures, raising big questions about control.
They didn't create a new dinosaur.
Packed with excitement, it's a must-see.
You're the littlest man I ever seen.
You're the ugliest.
The Thicket is a gripping Western thriller set in early 20th century Texas. The story follows young Jack, whose life is turned upside down when his sister is kidnapped by the ruthless outlaw, Cutthroat Bill.
Bill stole my sister. That's Bill.
Who am I?
Determined to save her, Jack embarks on a dangerous journey, teaming up with an unlikely group of allies. Shorty, a tough bounty hunter, and an unpredictable grave digger.
Now pain. Or what?
My brother's gonna come looking for me.
He can't save you.
As they navigate the unforgiving Texas wilderness, they face off against bandits and corruption.
No, I'm a Christian.
God knows how many the road has. 3-2 against.
The tension builds as Jack and his companions close in on the outlaws' hideout, leading to an intense final showdown.
You home so scary. How come
The film blends action, suspense, and emotional depth, exploring themes of justice, loyalty, and survival.
If you do find her, probably not the sister you remember.
With its breathtaking cinematography and gritty atmosphere, The Thicket offers a raw, captivating look at the human spirit in the face of danger.
Don't worry about Michael. I'm gonna take him to Neverland. Get her to me!
Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare reimagines the classic tale with a dark, thrilling twist. In this version, Peter Pan is no longer the carefree boy we know, but a more menacing figure who haunts Neverland.
What do you remember?
He's close to Neverland, and he must act now.
Wendy, now an adult, is drawn back into this dangerous world after the disappearance of her children. She must confront Peter Pan, who has grown twisted by his desire to remain young forever, turning Neverland into a land of nightmares.
So if you need a hand...
As Wendy teams up with old allies like Tinkerbell and Captain Hook, they face eerie creatures, twisted versions of the Lost Boys, and a Neverland that is more dangerous than ever before.
It is my duty to send the kids to Neverland and protect them from this world.
The film explores themes of lost innocence, fear of aging, and the darker side of childhood fantasies. With haunting visuals and a chilling atmosphere, Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare delivers a fresh, terrifying take on the beloved story, sure to leave audiences on edge.
Okay. Hello.
Welcome to our deep dive into Sonic the Hedgehog 3. This latest installment in the Sonic saga promises even more action, humor, and heart-pumping excitement. Let's jump into the adventure and discover what this movie has in store for us. In Sonic the Hedgehog 3, we pick up right where the second movie left off. After defeating Dr. Robotnik once again, Sonic is back to protecting Earth with his trusty friends Tails and Knuckles. But this time, there's a new twist. An even greater threat arises. Dr. Robotnik, somehow surviving his previous defeat, is back with a vengeance and a new dangerous ally, Shadow the Hedgehog. Shadow, a dark and mysterious character, has his own agenda and holds immense power, making him one of Sonic's most dangerous foes yet. Together, Eggman and Shadow set their sights on an ancient artifact that holds unimaginable power. Sonic must team up with Tails and Knuckles once more to stop Robotnik and Shadow before they can harness this powerful artifact. The stakes are higher than ever, with the fate of multiple worlds hanging in the balance. The film brings fans on an epic journey across different dimensions, including new, colorful, vibrant worlds straight from the Sonic video games. The introduction of Shadow the Hedgehog adds a fascinating dynamic to the story. Unlike any villain Sonic has faced before, Shadow is a rival with a complex backstory. He isn't just a typical bad guy, there's mystery behind his motives. And as the story unfolds, we see deeper layers to his character. Fans of the Sonic games will recognize Shadow from his iconic appearances, but the movie gives him a fresh take that adds to the cinematic universe. His interactions with Sonic are filled with intense rivalry, but also moments of unexpected depth and connection. Meanwhile, we also see more character development for Sonic and his friends. Tails continues to prove himself as the brilliant tech genius, while Knuckles shows more of his warrior side. Together, they form a strong team, but they also face internal struggles, which adds emotional weight to the action-packed plot. Of course, Sonic the Hedgehog 3 delivers on the fast-paced action fans love. With breathtaking chases, high-speed battles, and stunning visuals, the film keeps you on the edge of your seat. But it wouldn't be Sonic without some laughs along the way. The humor in this movie hits the mark, with clever banter between the characters, hilarious situations, and as always, Sonic's trademark wit and charm. Whether it's Tails with his gadgets or Knuckles' overly serious attitude clashing with Sonic's carefree spirit, the balance of action and comedy is spot on. With thrilling action, a heartfelt story, and memorable new characters, Sonic the Hedgehog 3 is a must-watch for fans old and new. The movie promises to leave audiences cheering for Sonic, laughing with Tails, and even empathizing with the mysterious Shadow. So, are you ready for the next level of Sonic? Well,
Babe, my dad is dead.
Welcome to our breakdown of The Front Room, a chilling new horror film that's generating a lot of buzz. Directed by Max and Sam Eggers, the film is based on a short story by Susan Hill.
This is my house. Being cooped up with a newborn and a mother-in-law can drive anyone crazy.
The author behind The Woman in Black. The Front Room combines psychological tension with supernatural elements, making it a must-see for horror fans.
It's my room now. Your stepmother is literally evil.
The story centers around a young couple struggling to make ends meet who live in a small, cramped apartment. Their relationship is already strained due to financial pressures.
I do not know my granddaughter's name.
But things take a darker turn when the husband's estranged elderly mother comes back into their lives. She is sick.
I am her mother. Oh, no, yeah, hey, oh, no, yeah.
Frail and needs care. So the couple reluctantly agrees to take her in. This is when the nightmare begins.
Your father, what was his name? I didn't know him really well. Call that a broken family.
As the mother moves into the front room of their apartment, strange and unsettling events start to occur. The atmosphere becomes oppressive, and the couple's relationship deteriorates even further. The tension escalates as the mother's health declines, and her behavior becomes increasingly bizarre. She seems to know things she couldn't possibly know, and the young couple is pushed to their limits by a series of eerie, unexplainable occurrences.
Everything is a mess. Work, this house still isn't right. What are we gonna do?
The front room excels in creating an unsettling atmosphere. The confined, claustrophobic space of the apartment adds to the tension, making the viewer feel just as trapped as the characters. The movie builds slowly, focusing on psychological horror rather than jump scares, making it a true, slow-burn thriller. The lighting and sound design play key roles in setting the eerie tone, with dim, shadowy corners and strange noises that leave both the characters and the audience on edge. The film explores heavy themes, including the burdens of family obligation, the guilt of abandoning loved ones, and the fear of aging. The couple is forced to confront their own feelings of resentment and guilt as they deal with the mother's disturbing behavior, leading to a deeper exploration of their fractured relationship. It's not just a horror movie about the supernatural. It's a psychological look at human relationships under pressure. The Front Room is a haunting, slow-burn horror that focuses on psychological tension and eerie family dynamics. With strong performances and a chilling atmosphere, it's a film that lingers in your mind. If you enjoy horror that's more about mood and suspense than jump scares, this is a must-watch. Welcome to this breakdown of the upcoming film AlienRomulus, the latest chapter in the legendary Alien franchise. Romulus is set to take us deeper into the terrifying world of the xenomorphs, blending classic horror with thrilling new elements. Join us as we explore the plot, characters, and everything we know so far about this highly anticipated sci-fi horror. Let's dive into the world of Alien once again. Alien, Romulus is set in a new distant corner of the Alien universe, with a focus on a small group of humans trying to survive in a hostile, unfamiliar environment. This film shifts away from the known storylines of the previous films, giving us a fresh take on the classic xenomorph terror while introducing new lore to expand the universe. Set on a mysterious and remote space station orbiting a desolate planet, Romulus introduces a new generation of characters who must contend with the deadly creatures lurking in the shadows.
Are we leaving?
This isolated setting allows for a claustrophobic atmosphere that's crucial to the horror. The film introduces us to a young and diverse cast of characters, each with their own reasons for being on the space station. Insert lead actor/actress name plays the lead, a skilled yet emotionally scarred engineer who must step into a leadership role as the xenomorph threat becomes more apparent. Alongside them, we have insert supporting actor/actress name who plays a scientist with deep ties to the experiments being conducted on the station, experiments that may have led to the emergence of the new breed of xenomorphs. Rounding out the group are a handful of soldiers, engineers, and researchers, all with their own personal demons and secrets. Their interactions and relationships will play a crucial role in the tension and survival elements of the story. As with every Alien film, the true stars are the xenomorphs. In Romulus, we're introduced to a new, evolved form of the creatures that's even more dangerous than ever before. These xenomorphs are faster, smarter, and have developed new survival instincts after being experimented on by the space station scientists. The film promises to dive into the science behind these horrifying creatures, exploring what makes them the perfect predator. Expect new types of xenomorphs that will challenge the survivors in ways we haven't seen before. The relentless, primal nature of these aliens will keep audiences on the edge of their seats. Alien. Romulus begins with the crew of the space station conducting routine research when a series of unexplained incidents hint at something sinister lurking on board. As they investigate further, they uncover hidden labs and secret experiments related to the xenomorphs. What started as research on these creatures soon spiraled out of control, leading to a deadly outbreak. As the crew attempts to contain the situation, they're hunted down one by one by the xenomorphs. The stakes are raised when the crew discovers that the creatures are breeding and evolving at an alarming rate, making escape nearly impossible. The tension mounts as the survivors realize that they must destroy the station before the creatures can spread to other parts of the galaxy. The film balances moments of intense action with suspenseful, nerve-wracking horror, capturing the essence of what makes the Alien franchise so beloved. Much like the original films, Romulus delves into themes of survival, isolation, and the dangers of unchecked scientific experimentation. The tone is dark, gritty, and relentless, capturing the fear of being trapped in a confined space with creatures far superior in strength and instinct. The film also explores the moral questions surrounding the exploitation of the xenomorphs for human gain. What happens when humanity's curiosity and desire for control go too far? Romulus asks these questions while delivering a horror experience that is both visually stunning and emotionally charged. As the film reaches its climax, the remaining survivors must confront the Xenomorph Queen, a new variant of the species that threatens to spread its deadly influence beyond the station. The final showdown is both tense and explosive, featuring incredible practical effects and edge-of-your-seat action. With a desperate escape plan in motion, the survivors must sacrifice everything to destroy the station and contain the xenomorph threat. Will they succeed, or will the deadly creatures continue their reign of terror? This final act is sure to leave audiences breathless, as the fight for survival becomes more intense than ever. Alien. Romulus not only honors the legacy of the franchise, but also breathes new life into the series with fresh characters, terrifying creatures, and high-stakes survival horror. Fans of the Alien franchise will appreciate the nods to the original films, while new viewers will be drawn in by the gripping story and relentless tension.
They just know how to create a really good horror film. You have to come and visit.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Speak No Evil is terrifying.
Speak No Evil 2024 is a highly anticipated psychological thriller directed by James Watkins and scheduled for release on September 13th, 2024. This American film is a remake of the 2022 Danish movie of the same name.
What are you doing? Doctor. Thank God there's a doctor in the house. I'm not a doctor.
But didn't you say you were a doctor?
Did I?
And it's produced by Blumhouse Productions in collaboration with Universal Pictures
and Country Life.
What is wrong with you?
I want to back up the car and I want to leave now.
So this movie, you know, it's a lot. It's like psychological warfare and ups and downs and all over the place. Do you ever get to the point on set where you need a break from that, from the heavy?
Oh, I think we're both there for the heavy.
Yeah.
Maybe not just the heavy, but it was also a lot of fun, this film.
The cast includes some big names like James McAvoy, Mackenzie Davis, and Scoot McNairy, bringing star power to an already chilling story. The plot centers on an American family that befriends a seemingly kind British family while on holiday. After developing what appears to be a close friendship, the American family accepts an invitation to spend a relaxing weekend at their newfound friend's remote country estate.
Telling my daughter what to do.
However, what starts as an idyllic getaway quickly spirals into a nightmare. As the weekend progresses, bizarre and unsettling behavior from the British family.
You're either predator or you're prey.
As the plot unfolds, dark secrets come to light, and the American family finds themselves caught in a psychological web of manipulation, deceit, and mounting terror. The film masterfully builds suspense through subtle interactions that slowly escalate into psychological horror, testing the limits of trust and social politeness.
Instinct and politeness was really interesting for me, and always kind of like taking one step too far in each direction and then trying to like overcorrect. So I think, yeah, it was just a completely different type of character to play and to find strength in her than somebody who has like.
So if you're a fan of slow-burning tension and mind-bending thrills, mark your calendars for Speak No Evil, hitting theaters this September. Prepare for a story that will leave you questioning every invitation and interaction in your own life.
Why are you doing this? Because you let us. Speak no evil.